Greetings, Ben Murray here with another edition of SaaS Metrics School. So it's Saturday and got back from SaaStr later this week, attended all 3 days, and it was a fantastic conference. And I love the kickoff session with Christoph Janza, an investor at Point Nine Capital. And he was talking about the metrics and data that you need for a Series A and B fundraise. And also, I think very applicable if you're 5 million and above ARR, just the data metrics that you need to have in place to operate your business. So, of course, not just about the fundraise, you should be using this every week to manage your business. So the first thing he talked about that I'll address in this episode is projections. So your financial forecast. So of course, with a raise, and you're going to be raising a decent amount of money, according to my SaaS news site and the data that we track there in fundraising, the median Series A for tech SaaS is about 12 million. And so with projections, we need 2 years of history, according to Christoph. Now, it's going to vary by investor, but definitely we're going to need more than a 1 year projection. Probably 2, maybe 3 years. We know 3 years is really stretching and we know it's a forecast. And also we need historical data loaded in that so they can see how we've been performing and then how that transitions into the forecast period, because we don't need that hockey stick that goes with, say, a growth at a certain rate and all of a sudden it just accelerates in that first month of the forecast period. That's something I'm always checking in the forecast that we do for our clients and just when I was in-house CFO. So we need a believable forecast. We need historicals loaded to that forecast, and then 2 years of projections. Now we need this by revenue stream. So we need to see clear and distinct revenue streams. So subscriptions, variable revenue, services, managed services, hardware, etc. And then we need our COGS area. Now, what's helpful is not just all COGS expenses just bundled up and you see a COGS line. In order to understand your business model, we need to see tech support, professional services if applicable, customer success if they don't sell in COGS, DevOps. Maybe you have other cost centers based on your revenue stream. So clear and distinct cost centers in your COGS area, then OpEx profile, and then of course, cash forecast. And with this forecast, we can take a lot from this. Again, revenue streams. We can see your margins by revenue stream. We can see your OpEx profile, for example, R&D as a percent of revenue. We can see if that's reasonable based on your stage and how's that's trending. That's one of those macro quality control checks that I always look at when we're doing long-term forecasts. And then from that, that's going to feed our metrics. So with a raise, A and B, and if you're above 5 million ARR, definitely you should be forecasting your next 12 months. We need a nice forecast model in place. Of course, you can download a forecast model from my blog, but just wanted to cover kind of data point one or slide one of what Christoph as an investor is looking in your data and your metrics so you're prepared. So, and he said you can preempt 90% of the questions if you have high quality data, and it also leads to a faster process. So just wanted to cover that. Of course, next week, I kick off my SaaS Metrics Foundation live course. And of course, I was nodding during this whole presentation because we do this for my clients. I teach this in my SaaS Metrics Foundation course. If you don't catch a live course, I've got an on-demand, but I cover really everything that he covered in his presentation as far as the financial metrics, the data that you need for that raise. So I wanted to cover that because it was just so important if you're looking to raise or just generally to improve your financial process. So that's it for today. Thanks.